Hey, man. Welcome to another episode of Crit Squad. Last time, this happened. These are mystic crusaders, the lapdogs of some of Shiawase's friends, involved in our research. They hunt infected.
Still running in the sewers, Sacha?
We certainly have an ask. We've brought you here because you have information we need on Shiawase.
Where's Anna?
I don't know that we want.
Shut the fuck up! Where's Anna?
You would use this favor on him. Very well.
He tosses a map to you in augmented reality. It shows a red point in Seattle.
Yeah, you're just gonna want to go up there, and he points to the VTOL landing deck.
All right, friend.
All right, get the fuck out of here.
All right, I'll do what I'm told.
Don't fucking call me. No, okay.
Yara starts walking up the platform and turns around and says, "Find your mother," and then goes back in the VTOL. Shuts the door and flies away.
Is someone there?
Crusader.
What? Where the hell am I?
I just want you to know that on my ordinary day, I am a reasonable man. So I have waited a week. Let my empathy fade.
Please, if there's anything, I can give you money. I can give you, connections. What do you want?
There is something you can do for me. Oh, yes.
What the fuck?
I'm going to make sure you tell the truth. I have to ask you, are you afraid?
Compel truth. 2 hits.
Scared of a lot of things. Ah! Oh, God! Fuck!
And now we start the questions.
I'm not telling you anything.
Oh, I think you will.
And I take another little chunk out of his side.
God! Oh!
You're a mystic crusader, are you not?
Not one of them.
All right, Trencherman is going to fling his hand out, control pack on the pipe, and roaches are going to boil out, and he will hear them skitter in the dark toward him. And then he will hear them crawling and crawling up on his legs and then up toward the wounds.
Fuck.
What did you come here for?
To kill you, you son of a bitch!
Yes. Yes, of course. After all the atrocities you monsters have committed, all the innocent lives you have destroyed, you shall not have 1 ounce of pity from me!
And I will drain 1 essence from him.
I've just stripped away a piece of your soul.
Do it again.
Oh, I will. Where are your fellows based?
I don't have to tell you anything.
You don't have to, but I promise you in the next hour, you will want to.
Hang on. No. I'll get the other end. Can you just... Ow. Stop. Put it down.
Okay.
I need to readjust my grip.
Grab the bottom corner and then I can lift with your knees.
Yeah,
okay?
but I feel like you're just telling me to do that to make me feel better. I got this side.
Okay, well-
Okay, ready?
Yes.
So in the corner then, right? That's
Yes.
where couches go.
Yes.
All right, hang on. So facing this way?
But we also need to be able to get past it to the other side.
Yeah,
to
but
get
like
to the
you
door.
could just walk around though, and when people come over,
when are we going to have people over?
I don't know.
I
it's
don't think
like,
that should be.
I haven't had like an apartment in a while.
Just
like,
let's just set it down and
We'll put it wherever you want. We'll put it wherever
We'll
you
deal
want.
with it later. Just put
Fine.
it here, and then we'll get the rest of it, and then we can just move things around.
Okay.
You guys set down the sofa and look around your brand new, completely looks like it was all hit with one shade of off-white apartment. It's a little one-bedroom in Battery City on the lowest level.
I mean, on the plus side, we didn't have to carry it up any stairs, so
This is true.
it could have been much worse.
I mean, you pretty much would have just had to do that by yourself.
I mean, yes.
Man, I haven't lived here in... It's been a really fucking long time. And Sacha is just kind of looking around the apartment, thinking back to the last time he lived in Battery City, which was in an apartment with his father that he was kicked out of due to non-payment of rent. So he's just kind of like looking around the room, looks at Baldy. So we live here now.
Yes. I mean, it's better than everywhere else we've
Everywhere.
lived. It's not the car, it's not the sewer, it's not the
Shipping
box.
container.
There's a real,
Ooh,
like,
remember the
walls?
frozen wasteland? Huh?
Yeah, that wasn't fun
Yeah.
either.
So am I to sleep on the couch?
Oh,
Oh, that,
Johan, buddy.
right.
Well, it's a futon. It's a fold out. So,
You sure this place is secure?
I mean, it could be. How much money you got?
Not much.
Okay, me either. So until then, don't open the door for strangers.
I mean, it's as secure as we could get. And then we're also within reach of our other associates, so that helps with the security.
Tall, blends into the background. Yeah, that guy.
Oh, that fellow.
He's quite good with security
Yeah,
issues.
in a deterrent sort of way.
Yes.
Yeah.
But welcome, I guess. I'll get you some more blankets and pillows and stuff, so it won't be, awful.
Okay, well, thank you.
And Baldy is going to. She set up a little corner for kittens, and so she looks at Johan and says, "If you get, if you're ever here by yourself or you're lonesome, you can feel free to take kittens out and pet her or feed her. She gets the special treats only if it's a special occasion. So,
Well, I hope I won't have to be alone too much.
same. I mean, but just in case, we want to make sure that you are safe.
I just have a vision of a Shiawase hit team kicking in the door.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be great if we weren't here when that happened?
Don't worry
That's a
about
joke.
it.
I'm joking. Sacha leans over to Baldy. I'm not joking. It would be better if we weren't here when that happened.
Do you know Commander OPEC? You work for him.
Who is that?
I know your men work with him. I'm certain.
I don't know. They just hired me to carry a gun.
You are not involved with Shiawase.
No,
Where are the rest of your men based?
they move around. There's only 33 members. 32 now, I guess. They go wherever they need to, working with the Atlantean Foundation. The Atlantean Foundation's another charitable organization like the Draco Foundation. They're actually not necessarily bad guys in and of themselves, but they work with these guys.
Atlanteans. Working with charity now. Monsters and charities together. I know what you've done. I know what you've all done, and I shall never forgive you.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Do you know our identities?
We were just tracking you.
Who am I?
You have the key to find the Sextant of the Worlds.
Do you know my name?
They just told me some monster had it.
When we began today, I was hungry. I've drank most of your life from you. And in so, I have restored a portion of my humanity. And so I must say, I am sorry. I had to do it, Mortimer. We were all guilty of what happened in Tunisia and in Aztlan. I will never forget what happened to my friends. We must succeed. We must be this monster until we can make us all human again. We must make it worth this price. It's becoming harder to live with Mortimer. You've heard this 1,000 times. Good boy. Good boy.
And I gather up my lodge makings and my things, and I try and shut myself down, and I make my way through the underground toward the marker that they've given me.
Baldy, upon returning to your apartment, you see Sacha working on the soy processing unit.
I can't believe this fucking thing is.
So how's it going?
Are you sure you guys don't want to just eat chips for dinner and breakfast and lunch? We could do donuts for breakfast.
I mean, we do also need to save money to pay rent here.
Fine. Well, can you loosen this one then?
Sure.
And he hands you a socket wrench that he somehow has.
Baldy's just gonna twist it with her hand.
Fuck. Okay, I think it's on now. Hang on. I'm gonna which one? Sasha pushes the on button.
All right, you see a little AR menu pop up with
God.
a list of different flavors.
I was really hoping this wouldn't work. Chocolate.
All right, spurts out just the soy paste into a little plastic bowl.
I'm gonna go eat this in the corner. In case you guys were wondering, this is really fucking gross.
Yeah, they have not just like ice cream flavors. There's also like chicken. You
God.
did not get a good soy processing unit.
Baldy's gonna sit on the futon while Kittens runs around.
There's a heavy knock at the door.
Shit. We paid the deposit, right?
Yes, we did.
Oh God. All right. Sasha gets up and walks over to the door. I can't see out the peephole, so I just open it really slowly and peek outside.
You see a tall human man with a white shirt and a tie that's mostly undone, looking kind of tired and haggard, carrying a briefcase.
I don't want any.
I think you do.
Oh, yeah, I do. Come on in, buddy. Watch the wall.
Close the door.
Narrow. It's. Oh, that's
isn't-
okay. We'll repaint it.
Isn't this, cozy?
It's. I mean, that sounds judgmental. Like you actually mean it's painfully small.
I'm sorry, I've had a bit of a morning.
Yeah, I had to get the soy thing working again. It doesn't taste good. You want some?
I think I shall abstain.
Yeah, me too.
I'm glad to see you're all settled in.
Yeah, do you want the tour? Baldy, you want to give him a tour?
Ta-da!
Ta-da! There's the couch
Oh, yes.
/ Johan's bedroom. And in there is the bedroom / the bedroom. And you have seen the whole apartment.
Ah, very good, as we're standing in the foyer. Oh, and the kitchen's over there.
You're standing in the foyer kitchen living room.
As my claw almost touches the soy processing unit from where I indicate.
Welcome.
Home sweet home. Johan, you remember our friend?
I'll be clearing my signature as well. Whenever I go to a new place, I'm just going to take a moment and do that.
Yeah.
So we live here now. It's not a shipping container.
Yes, it's not a shipping container, and it's not an underground den.
No.
Moving on up, righto.
Yeah.
Yes.
I actually think this might be smaller than a shipping container.
I mean, you could just keep your mouth shut if you want.
Yes, and Battery City certainly has its charm, and also a low police response.
Yeah.
Are you okay? You look a little,
Oh, it's just a disguise. Anyway, so how much have you told our friend?
We got as far as the chocolate in the soy machine tastes bad.
Oh, then we're at, all right then.
I'd been looking quite forward to seeing what Asim was up to.
Who?
it's me. It's,
Baldy.
He's talking about me. Yes, that's what I've been called since I've been with these people. Baldy.
Baldy.
So I'll try to answer to both, but if one doesn't work, then try the other one.
Who came up with Baldy?
I mean, look at me.
Sacha raises his hand and smiles really big. That was me.
Didn't think alopecia had more of a ring.
Oh, fuck,
Ugh.
that would have been good.
No.
That, sounds like a name. So you wanted to know what alopecia here's been up to.
Oh no! Please don't call me that.
Oh, only if you don't pay rent on time.
I mean, I'm coming here for security. I would like to know what I should be aware of.
We are surviving day to day together, but we need to find some longer-term solution. We have a major corporation out for our lives, which means we need the backing of some sort of corporation to protect. Now, you have valuable information about the work we were doing toward the cure to HMHVV, or at least you know about the scientists who were working for it. You as their legal representation. So, if we find, say, someone like the Draco Foundation, who is working for the greater good of humanity, they may be able to use their contacts to protect you. But we have to have something to make it worth their while.
That is an interesting idea. I do actually have some contacts at the Draco Foundation. Perhaps I can put out a call, put in a good word for you, and see what we can do to sway them onto our side.
I have been hesitant to share a piece of information.
It can't be that bad, can it?
Well,
It lies deep into my research. I suppose two pieces then. First of all, I should like to let you know I was involved in the research for the cure for HMHVV. And I have a possible lead to a very important piece. It could lead to a cure. I've searched for it myself, and I have been through the Draco Foundation trying to track down the rest. But if we were able to give that information to Draco Foundation, then they might be willing to help. Perhaps even give us something of a grant toward our work, or at least a grant in protection.
Sasser's eyes go wide. Wait, they would give us money in advance?
It's possible. I'm not a negotiator. That's your field. I was working on finding 4 artifacts to a planar tuning fork, as it were. It has been part of my thesis that HMHVV is a planar disease. It is magic from another world. Much as dragons, when they are part of this world, are not susceptible to our magics, because their force is derived from another plane of existence. I firmly believe HMHVV has a similar origin. And there are 4 artifacts of the scribe Aaron, which can allow us to tune this disease so it will not affect the beings of this world. And I believe I have a location of one of the artifacts that might be enough to buy us into their graces. For myself, I have waited to make a move on this because I do not have the support. And I do not have the research. I need the learnings, the research
papers of the men that you knew, Johann. Men and women who've done this work. I thought maybe that would help me, but perhaps if we can sell this and I can get it in my hands, then we might be able to bring some of those people out of hiding. And at the same time, buy protection for ourselves.
I like that part.
I don't like all the rest of it, though. The rest of it sounds scary.
And you would use their research, knowing the pain that was caused gathering it.
I know firsthand. I'm going to show you something, and I'm going to have to trust you with it, knowing that you know my goals, and that I am sincere in them. And I drop my disguise.
Oh,
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. As far as I know.
well, you're quite tall.
Commander OPEC is directly responsible for this. This was a message to me.
I see. And he left you to turn feral, I suppose.
Indeed he did, but I am focused. I have a drive and a goal. And I will not become only some mindless beast.
I will put out a call to the Draco Foundation, reach out to my contacts and see what we can do with regards to recovering the Sextant of Worlds and perhaps getting their backing against Shiawase. I do hope it's not terribly rude of me not to mention your condition.
I would prefer it if you did not mention it to anyone.
Sacha raises his hand.
Yes, back of the class?
Could you put it back?
All right.
Thanks. I mean, I hope that's not insensitive, but I'm eating and you're scary when you... I mean, how do you say you're the stuff of nightmares, but like in a friendly way?
What are you eating?
It's chocolate-ish.
That doesn't look like chocolate.
It doesn't taste like it either.
It looks terrible.
Yeah, it is. On the other hand, it doesn't cost anything.
That's fair.
Well, I mean rent, but you know.
Hope you're not paying too much for this.
We are.
Baldy slowly unclenches her fist because as Trencherman has been revealing all of this, she has been getting more and more upset and angry, and she has to make herself calm down a little bit. And she's just gonna walk over and pat the air where Trencherman's actual body is a couple of times. I'm sorry that this happened to you. I like this plan. I think any advantage we can get over Commander is something we should jump upon. We will have vengeance for what has been done to you and to us and everyone else involved in all of this.
Yeah, I mean, against my better judgment, several layers deep, I think I'm in.
I was hoping to find some true companions. It has been 20 years I have lived like this, and not in that time have I found anyone who will stand by my side. Thank you.
So, what is our next step? You need a secure line to make these calls, Johann?
Yes. That would be preferred.
Oh, guess where we're going?
We have someone who could help you out with that. It's actually how I contacted you in the first place.
Oh, excellent. It's another Shadowrunner.
I mean,
Not no.
yes, technically yes, but also from a more of an indoor sense.
You may get stuck playing 3 hours of Call of Duty Amazonia, which can be quite delightful at
Very
times, but
fun, actually.
a little bit off-putting when there's business at hand.
It's, I mean, you know, some people trade in currency and other people trade in being lonely. And actually, Sacha pauses for a minute there, and the reality of his Yaros' absence sort of washes over him in a moment, thinking about Paco, and then he just shakes it off.
That's just the default state of the world, isn't it? Loneliness.
It would appear to be the case, yep.
And I will let you know, I will have to limit my disguises and spells as much as I can in these upcoming weeks.
had a conversation earlier today,
Oh?
and it seems that the Mystic Crusaders had found me through my aura. They have a line on me, so whenever I cast, even though I am as careful as can be, as far as clearing that aura, they are able to recognize me, and we can expect trouble. There are 32 of them left in this city.
Shit.
That's a lot. Also, it sounds like they named their organization when they were 7, doesn't it? Like, on top of all the horrible atrocities, that name is fucking horrible. It's real bad.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah. Fuck them, huh?
Your taxi cab comes to a stop in front of Paco's apartment complex, and you guys pour on out to the sidewalk.
As we get out of the car, Baldy is finishing up her discussion with Johan. And that's pretty much how we ended up where we are right now.
Sorry, I'm trying to understand. Shiawase had you, but they let you go.
Yes.
Sort of.
Because of the amnesia?
I don't know. I remember hearing something about mind probing, brain probing that didn't work or so. I don't know.
This is also the first I'm hearing of some of this. So they planted bombs in your brains, told you were a special kamikaze unit.
I suspect they said special just to make us feel better about the whole thing. I don't think we were special.
You're very special, Sacha.
Oh, thanks.
So they sent you into the radioactive wasteland surrounded by, drones and spirits and things, and you happened to find an underground facility within the vicinity, so you succeeded in the initial mission.
Yes.
And the more often I hear that repeated, the more suspicious it sounds. At the time, it just kind of felt like, dumb luck.
It was
right?
a lot that happened, so we didn't really think about this
There's like an
much.
elevator and a cottage and...
But yes, it seems very strange, and now I'm unsure of what exactly their whole plan is with us, since it seems different than what they told us.
Right, and we haven't spoken with them in months.
I mean, that's fine with me.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Because Shiawase wants to know what I know. And they would hold you hostage to try to draw me out, I would think. Because they want, because of your connection with Mikuru Kuragami. But they let you go with the bomb.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
just something is not adding up.
And, well, yeah, because why was I there and Yarrow and
Why were you
and
there?
Ben? I don't fucking know. I got popped after a run of the mill gig. There was just more cops there than there should have been, which was none.
This seems a strange mix. You have, no offense, but a couple of street-level toughs. You have an obvious connection to you, Johan, through Baldy here, and from what I hear, some sort of psychopath. How do these elements connect? How do these things link? Johan, do you have thoughts?
I don't even know.
I just gotta... sorry, Johan, but that is the most succinct description of Gable I could have possibly come up with. That is very good. Good. Sorry, continue.
I'm glad I've never met him.
I will have to think on this later. We must talk to your friend.
Yes. And we knock on the door to get to Paco's.
All right, so you punch in the code, thing buzzes, and Paco's voice comes through the intercom. I didn't order anything.
Oh, that's okay, buddy. We brought it anyway.
Oh, wait, you guys, you know I'm at work, right?
So we should just let ourselves in then?
Well, the door's probably locked. Look, I'm gonna be at work until like 8 o'clock tonight.
You went to work?
Yeah, I work 12 hours a day, 5 days a week at the registry. That's why I can make you the fake sins.
He does
Wow,
have a real
you just
job.
said that on the phone.
Well, like, you don't think I have this encrypted and set up in a way?
Oh, right. That's why you do the... Yep. Anyway, well, can we just, hang out until you get home?
I mean, I guess?
Can I use your Call of Duty account?
Okay, but don't play the ranked matches on multiplayer.
Fine. I wouldn't even know how to find it.
Okay, we'll just make sure you don't.
If we start losing, we'll turn it off.
The thing buzzes and lets you up.
Man, that guy's really trusting. Like you thought we were, right? I hope he doesn't get killed.
We'll have to have a talk with him about that.
Yeah.
I could really use some distraction today. Dibs on first player. Frag you! No better than you deserve! Oh, Sacha, I'm sorry, that was you!
No, that's all right. It's all right.
God.
I'm respawning Baldy, though. You can't. The knives in this game aren't that good.
Okay, well, fine. We'll
Hang on. You gotta use the gun. It's
this
different,
one,
right?
Just look and then pull. Like, right, okay.
Johan, where are you?
Where did you guys go?
I'm in the caves. The sneak through. Yeah, the one that come out on the other side of the map.
I should like to forewarn you. Incoming grenade!
Oh shit!
Ah, fuck!
I'm sorry, Sacha, again.
All right, just get my body, get my stuff.
I think I'm out of bullets.
Oh, I fell in a spike pit.
Just push X.
I already did.
You hear off in the distance?
Oh fuck! Sacha takes his trodes off.
Die, scum!
Okay, hey buddy. I couldn't figure out how to not play ranked, so
It's fine.
we won one. We won. Well, Trencherman did. None of us made it.
Oh my god, they're everywhere. They're
Oh,
everywhere.
they're
I
about
can't-
to be
Oh,
everywhere.
shit. Okay, I'm dead.
Guys, hang on. Sasha picks the mic up to the trode.
Guys,
What?
Dad's home.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Baldy takes the trodes off.
Hey, so, it's nice to see you guys. And he kind of drops off his cyber deck on the sofa there. Was there a reason? Or did you just...
We just wanted to hang out and play video games, Paco. Fucking yes, there's a reason. Wait, that makes it sound like we're not friends. I'm sorry. We're friends. We're just here to hang out, but also we need something from you.
We wanted to do both those things.
Yeah.
All right.
Like we wanted to hang out with Paco, but we also needed a secure line, and your apartment has both of those things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, Paco, you got a taste of what a Shadowrun can pay. Mm-hmm. We figured maybe perhaps something of low risk, possibly high value might be a mutually beneficial encounter.
Maybe. Where's Yarrow?
Sasha swallows, sort of room goes dead. He left. He's gone.
He has...
Oh, is he coming back with, like, drinks or...
Yoro has some personal obligations that he needs to see through. He's in good health, and he still has good friends.
All right, well, see him next week or something, I guess.
Yeah. No, like, sure.
I mean, feel free to calm him anytime. You can have a chat.
Yeah, I might give him a call later.
Indeed. But he, of course, assured us that, you would still keep on the up and up with the rest of the team.
Oh, sure. I mean, we're all a team. Who's the new guy?
Oh, that's a sad replacement. No offense.
This is Johan.
Yes, my name is Johan. Oh, cool. Great, we have another one here.
Yes, he's cool. He checks out. He's with us.
He was on the other end of secure line.
Yes, he's
Right?
the one that I called that other time. And now he's here and he needs to use a secure line to make a call.
Oh, you were the one that helped me with communicating with Asim again. Asim? Yeah, okay.
That would be
real-
me.
Oh, okay. I'm still gonna call you Baldy, is that alright?
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm doing the same thing. It's just weird otherwise.
We need to make a call to the Draco Foundation.
Oh.
But like, shh. And Sasha does the quiet hand motions.
Johan, you had a specific contact in mind, yes?
Yes. If you don't mind, I will take this into the other room.
Oh, I certainly don't mind
I mean,
at
it's
all.
Paco's apartment, so knock yourself out.
Paco brings up a window in AR in his cyber deck and punches in a couple things and passes the trodes over to Johan and goes off into the bedroom.
So, how was your day?
Oh, God. It's just so much data coming in, you know? Like, they send out all the drones that, like, pick up fakes in here, and I gotta go through and make sure that it gets sent to all the different registries, and
This is what you do every day? You just sort
Yeah,
through
Like the
shit?
whole day?
basically, yeah. I mean, that's what happens. I'm a junior decker in training.
Do you find it satisfying at all?
No,
No.
no, that's why I come home and play Amazonia.
Why do you think he has enough trodes for 4 people?
That makes sense. Well, good thing you are associated with us now because we can help make things more interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, I don't actually want to get shot at for real, but, like,
It's not that bad.
If things go smoothly, then perhaps it might be a bit more secure for our little team. And lucrative.
yeah, I mean, the Draco Foundation's pretty good. They sponsor a marathon through Manhattan.
Yes.
Yeah, it fucks up the taxis, but sure.
Yeah, but I mean, it raises money for, lung cancer awareness and that sort of thing.
Baldy's also gonna write down her comm code and give it to Paco. Like, just in case you need to get a hold of us
For any reason.
for any reason you want to. We have an apartment now, so
Yeah, do you want to
Oh.
come over sometime?
we could have you over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have anything to do.
Yeah, well, once you guys get settled in, we'll do a housewarming thing. It'll be great.
Okay, we have paste.
If paste. Oh, one of the.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you need us or you need to crash some, call us.
Johan pops out. I believe I have a meeting with someone in town.
Is this a meeting or is it like a meeting? And Sasha winks.
Oh, no, not a meeting. This is a. What is it in these states? Johnson?
Oh yeah, no. So it was
Oh.
the meeting, not the meeting.
I guess the context is, it sounded like you were make it sound like it was sexy or
No, no, not.
Oh, yes, I
Whoa.
saw. I thought you meant sexy.
Yes.
No, I meant like, was it like? I was asking if it was a Johnson meeting or just like a meeting.
We're ribbing you. It's a turn of tables. Where is it taking place and is it secure? Can we bring weapons or is it downtown?
Hint: it's at the docks.
No, they wanted to meet you on the 9th floor of New York Dante's Inferno.
That is very specific. Is that the cold one?
Yes.
Oh,
So leave guns behind.
Yes.
but what if we did not? And Sasha has like a hopeful look on his face.
Well, then security may throw you out.
So I will leave my guns inside.
Yes. You have had Johnson meet before, yes?
Yes.
Technically,
Yes.
Oh, God.
mostly is the answer to your question.
When are we meeting this Johnson?
And do you want to come with us?
He wants to meet next Tuesday. I do
Next
not
Tuesday.
think I should go, being out in public and all that.
Yeah.
True.
Stay home, watch the guns and the cat, I guess.
Yes. You can watch as you can.
Yes, please. But if you want or we need, we can also patch you through into our comms. So
Yes, I believe Johnson will give you all the information that you need, so.
okay.
So as we set out upon this journey to meet with Mr. Johnson this time, I can't help but remember our last encounter and think we might need to cover a couple points.
What do you
and
mean? It went
basics.
fine.
It went reasonably well, but there is a certain etiquette to this business. You have not been Shadowrunners long, yes? How many runs have you been on?
Technically,
Yes.
1.
Good God.
2?
That's right.
Oh, that's right.
2.
Technically 2. Technically.
Not a bunch.
Then a quick refresher. So as we meet Johnson, make certain we're doing nothing to antagonize him, like having any kind of drawn weapon, using any kind of special skills against him. Stealing, of course, is right out. Using magic, but that's not an issue for you. Show up, dress the part. Not a problem for you, Sash, but we're going to have to do a little something, Baldy, to scale you up.
Okay, you mean like dressed fancy, like nice, or like shadow suits I don't know what you mean.
I think he means like not tank top and cargo shorts.
We need to show that we can basically research the venue we are meeting in. If we're meeting in a dive bar, we can show up like toughs. If we're meeting at a club, we need to look the part. We need to look slightly upscale, otherwise we have broken etiquette and start on a lesser foot. We want to start on equal ground, so we might negotiate our pay. We need, and this is most important, to ask all questions of Mr. Johnson that might be pertinent. So that way, if they are lying about the importance of the information, we can up our price without suffering any social faux pas.
Oh, I thought you were going to say bullet holes.
Because we will be negotiating our price, and if we fail to ask, and the mission turns out considerably harder, it will be our fault for not asking. If they lie, then we are well within our rights in the community to exact further payment.
with the rats.
Well, yes, with the rats that's one way to do it.
Okay, Baldy is writing all of this down.
Sasha's barely paying attention.
I'm sure you each will have your own method.
Absolutely, yep.
But ask questions, dress the part, be the part. You're mercenaries. You're cold and effective. That's what they're looking for the most part.
Okay.
Johan, what did you tell them?
I told them that they would be meeting an orc with the name Baldy and two of her companions.
Okay.
All right. Where are we meeting again? What is this? What is it called?
Dante's Inferno
What's
is a
it?
nightclub. It is on the 9th floor. This is in Times Square.
Yeah, actually, I worked that place a few times for Alistair. It's
Good. then
put
you-
it this way, I can't afford to go there.
You know, the 9th floor is like the VIP section.
Oh, then you have intimate knowledge of the layout. This will be useful. The first meet, it's their turf. When they come to pick up the merchandise, it's ours.
We can do this.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely, Cannon. You two were wonderful the last time. I'm sure you'll do aces.
Thanks.
thanks.
A week later, your taxi cab pulls up outside of Dante's Inferno. You can see even through the windows LED neon just blaring through as you can feel the heavy thump of the bass in the street as you're walking up to the bouncer.
Sasha, I can't help but notice. Your name is Sasha.
Yes.
Yes. You realize that in the Shadowrun communities, if anyone knows your real name, they can use that to hurt you and the people you love.
I don't have any of that left.
You have Yarrow.
So,
You have your mother, wherever she is. And even if you are unable to locate her, there are other people who might. And so I would suggest finding a handle to protect her and him.
fuck. Fine.
Any thoughts?
I'll think of something. Man, it all just sounds so dumb. Dirk Steele is... Well, that might turn up extra information that is unrelated.
That's your sin,
See,
then.
a previous head. That's my
Dirk Steele, sin.
You and your entendrums.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I'm...
Yeah, I don't know, man. If they ask, I'll fucking make something up. I'm the guy in the suit.
Hello!
We'd like to come inside the club now.
Lines around the back.
I have an invitation.
Name?
Baldy?
Hold on. He pulled out an AR list and kind of scrolls through it a little bit. Baldy, 2 guests.
Yes.
Sasha waves at him.
All right, come on in. And he unhooks the rope.
Thank you.
And Trencherman is in his Shadowrunner Shadow Chic.
Baldy is back in her snakeskin dress.
Sasha's wearing a suit. It's the same one he wore yesterday.
The little hole stitched in the back.
It's I get that shit repaired. All right. think it's this way. Sacha leads them through the club.
So there's a big spiral staircase in the middle of it that goes up and takes you up through the various layers of hell, each one themed a little bit differently. One's all water, and there's the middle column has an aquarium on the inside with a mermaid. And displays, and it's so realistic, you don't know if it's an AR projection that they're putting onto the walls or if it's actually all lined aquarium on the inside. You go through another one that's just all iron. It's almost like a BDSM chamber. And eventually go up to the 9th layer, which is all ice.
Cheap drinks and cheap people. This is hell.
It does, yeah. It gets old. It starts to feel chintzy after a while, but I've never been to this floor.
After a while.
I mean, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's worth, I mean, it's not, the drinks are real good.
I'd never judge you for your own type of fun. It's just not my scene.
Oh, it sounds like judgment.
No.
You want a scotch? To throw out the window of a helicopter? That was a joke.
Baldy, is it?
Yes.
You see a elf there. Dressed pretty nice. He's got like a red suit on, holding up a martini glass. And friends.
Yes, these two are with me.
Excellent. Shall we adjourn to a private room?
Of course.
Would Sacha, as a connoisseur of suits, would he recognize the make, the designer?
Yes, this is Mortimer of London. And he pulls you into kind of a private meeting area. It's kind of like a booth with a door, like a restaurant booth. And a little AR menu pops up as soon as you sit down. You can order drinks. Everything's on me.
That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Thanks.
So, well, you come highly recommended from Johan. He's a friend of mine. I'm sad to hear about his situation.
Indeed.
But you're looking to make inroads with the Draco Foundation, and as it happens, there's a situation here that we could definitely use some backup on.
All right. Well, we would be happy to hear about it.
So the short version is there is a malicious shadow spirit floating around through New York. Now, it's quite powerful. We've tried sending our own mages after it, but most of them end up trying to kill themselves. And so what we've decided to do instead is we're going to send you down along with one of our own people into a metaplane. We believe this is the origin of where the spirit came out from. In the Ramble in Central Park, for about 2 hours each night, the planar rift opens up. And we believe that once you go inside there, you'll be able to find the spirit's formula, its true name. And then from there, we'll be able to banish it.
Fantastic. Very intriguing.
Is it Rumpelstiltskin?
Oh, if only it were that easy.
Fuck. You tried that one already?
We have.
Thorough, I see. Good. How long has this spirit been emerging?
We started receiving reports that might tie to it about 3 weeks ago.
All right.
Increased rates of depression, suicidal thoughts and things in people who had never had that before. And when we started reading the auras, we saw the imprint of spiritual manipulation.
I see. Did anything big happen 3 weeks ago? Anything that might have caused these feelings in people to bring the spirit here?
Well, we're not exactly sure yet. If there was feelings, it must have been very powerful. Our mages registered the spirit as about Force 10.
Okay. And who is this associate that you would be sending with us?
Nikolai Venovich. He used to work with Evo, and now he switched over and joined us a few years ago.
So it's an Eastern European dude who used to work for Evo.
Yes.
Is it necessary
Okay.
that he come along? We often work better by ourselves.
Well, I suppose it's not strictly necessary. Someone with his expertise in planar magics. Maybe he might be of service to you.
That is also a fond study of mine. Perhaps if we could give you an answer on whether or not we'll take him after we've had a chance to discuss.
Oh, certainly.
I have a question, if you don't mind.
Not knock yourself out.
Of course.
We had a larger ask of the Draco Foundation. I assume that this job is to show our commitment.
Yes. That is certainly part of it. And once we've established a good relationship between us, we might be able to lend you some assistance as long as there's something on the other end for us. If you succeed in this. And if you don't, well, you'll probably be dead. We're prepared to offer you 15,000 nuyen each.
Sacha takes that in, nods. Yeah, Trencherman, 15. That's not like a bad rate.
We're going into another plane of existence.
Yeah,
I
that's-
think perhaps you can do a bit better.
I was thinking the same thing. See, that we have a thing, and this is peculiar to us, and this is the group you got. We have a policy of charging just a little bit of an extra premium for dealing with ghost shit. And before I throw out the number, I want to say this honestly, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. That suit is fucking awesome. It looks so good on you. It's amazing. I had to get that out because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to keep talking. That's a great suit. That is a good Mortimer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm sorry. What was your name?
Sacha looks at Trencherman and back to the Johnson. It's suit.
Suit. Oh.
Special made, right?
Yes.
Because the red, they don't have that one.
Of course.
Right? It's just navy, pinstripes are black, and you can't, man. Anyway, we're going to need it to be about 25 apiece.
All right. Go ahead and roll negotiations there. I'll give you +2 dice for complimenting a suit.
7 successes against my social limit of 8. So I'm within limits.
I can raise it up to 20,000, but I must insist you take Dr. Nikolai with you, being as this is our first time working with each other.
Fair, so 22 then. It's a spirit. We got that charge. Plus an unknown element. I mean, you gotta understand. That's a lot to fold into one thing.
20,000 each is the final offer of the Draco Foundation.
Well,
Before we accept it, I have to ask as well, are you expecting any other threats that you are aware of in this plane?
Well, Doctor, I'm sure you understand the nature of the planes, and I'm not a metaphysicist myself, but I do understand that the planes are highly reactive to the emotions of the people who enter in there and can change on a whim. So if I knew that perhaps this was in a certain spot in the plane, that wouldn't necessarily tell you if it was close or far or
So none of
anything.
your mages that you've sent ahead have scouted it and returned.
They have scouted it. I can tell you it goes to the metaplane of man. Some hyperplane within there, I forget the name. But you'll be able to talk about that with Nikolai in much greater detail.
Baldy, thoughts?
I think it is as good as an offer as we can get. I feel like that this additional person would be of use to us, especially not knowing as much about the plane that we are about to go into as we would like.
yeah, which is,
If the price is an issue, perhaps the Foundation can offer you items instead. We do have some foci in our collections that may get lost.
If you were to sweeten the pot with some foci in addition to the 20, then that would certainly sweeten the pot.
absolutely.
Yes.
Or perhaps something more mundane, too. Any sort of other gear that you might like, perhaps we have in our vaults. Or we can use our own connections to collect for you. We do have very good inroads in with most mega corporations.
So a vault requisition apiece?
That can be arranged. If you would like a moment to discuss amongst yourselves.
If you don't mind.
Not at all. I'll go refresh my drink.
Thank you.
And he steps out of the booth.
I shall Put up the sound barrier. Force 2.
Sacha clicks on his area jammer as well.
All sound is deadened beyond this chamber.
Yeah, electronics too. Hope you don't need to make a phone call.
I think the deal is good.
Especially with the foci. We got to get those before we go in. They're sending us into fucking Ghostland. It's Ghostland, right? I don't know what he was talking about, to be perfectly honest. I heard ghost and I wanted more money.
So, if we can charge as our upfront cost the gear, that would be a good negotiation on your part.
Yeah.
Yes. And as far as, yes, it is in a way Ghostland, but the planes act strangely. Physics are different, as there is different energies at work in different levels. Apparently, in the plane of man where we'll be entering, our emotional state can alter the physical reality. Oh, it's so fascinating.
Okay.
So
I've never visited it myself.
So, like, in a good way? Like, do we have to be happy the whole time? Like, what's the...
Actually, if we were able to be happy the whole time, it would probably make our stay more enjoyable.
Okay.
Whatever might assist with that. For myself, I'm afraid I'm not susceptible to chemical inducements. But if you could find some chemical inducement for happiness and were able to still function, that might actually help.
I was thinking we go out for ice cream first. Whoa, drugs. It's been actually like weeks since we've done drugs.
Well,
right?
I was talking more about like vitamin B12, but if you want to go there.
Oh.
I mean, we shouldn't go crazy, but I also feel like we will need to be careful getting upset or angry or annoyed.
Are you sure you want me to go with you?
If you're going to go down the illicit substance route, perhaps something that's a little more even, because it will potentiate your emotional state.
Yeah.
And of course we want you to come.
Okay. Because I could stay home, you know? And the cat. And Johan. And not ghosts.
My main concern is this person who'll be traveling with us, which means I will have to maintain my disguise the entire time and will be operating at a handicap. I can only cast so many spells at once, and
in that case, we could probably get him to help us, you know? So it's a little bit of a problem solving itself, but...
Well, yes, he'll be able to help us, and if he's a halfway decent planar mage, then it will be good. It will be good. I just worry that if I have to fight a spirit with my hands, it might look strange to see. Well, I guess I could be dual-natured. My other fear is that he might see through my disguise or have some way of sensing that I am not human.
What if we just go for, like, radical honesty?
That's a good way to have the Draco Foundation stop all communications and then communicate perhaps with the Mystic Templars.
Yeah, you're gonna have to magic real hard.
I will have to magic hard.
If it comes to it, if there's no other way, he may not, unfortunately, come back with us.
Holy shit!
I'm just saying, if it comes to a choice between us losing this opportunity and this person not making it back, then
holy shit!
I've paid many prices on the way through this journey, and I do not relish taking an innocent life.
Sasha's trying to order a scotch and it's not working because of all the jammers.
It is possible if we think the price is worth it. But I should like to avoid that.
So would I. I'm not saying I'm just putting it out there.
You make a valid point. Well, it seems as though we have a good deal. At the very least, we have a good deal, and I think we should attempt to maintain the safety of this individual. So for now, I think maybe if we can bargain for the physical assets up first and then cash later. And of course, I leave that in your capable hands. And Are we certain there are no other questions we want to ask him before we go on this? This is our one opportunity.
There's a knock at the door.
I dropped the barrier.
Jammer.
Yes?
Have we reached a consensus?
Hang on. Orders a scotch. Yes.
Do sit down, please.
So here's what we got. We're in. You got us. All right. But we got to make one more little needly thing. Down payment in the form of the artifacts.
Well, they're not artifacts.
Well, their artifact just can also mean just object. I was trying to be. Listen, can we get the stuff in advance?
I suppose so. I can only see it would help in your quest.
Yeah. It's a better chance of us coming back with Rumpelstiltskin, so to speak.
And then 20,000 upon your return.
Each.
Sounds good.
And hopefully a mutually beneficial bridge between us.
I certainly hope so.
Indeed.
Crit Squad is Lindsay Zana, Eric Snyder, Chris Henry, and John DeVries, and I'm Austin Rusk, your game master. If you like the show, tell your friends or tweet a link to your favorite episode so everyone who loves you can see it. And if you want a Crit Squad poster, badass coffee mug, or just throw a couple bucks in the tip jar, head to critsquad.com and click the merch tab to help support the show. We've now reached the end of that sentence, and that's the end of the episode. We'll see you next time, chummer.
Is someone there?
The plane.
Bob Hope.
The plane!
No, David. No racial stereotypes.
Damn it! We're recording now.
We have to always record.
Okay, I think
No breaks.
You know, for bloopers and like extra material, maybe the new rule is always record.
I just want to let the audience know we did a number from Chicago
It was really funny.
about Baldy and her dead
It
girlfriend.
was really funny, and we weren't recording
Yeah.
it.
But just like imagine that you heard it and you would totally laugh.
Yeah.
And also imagine you're hearing this right now and this wasn't cut out.
Oh no, they're gonna totally hear this.
I'm totally
right
gonna
now.
put this in there.
You're shame-eating chocolate soy paste in the corner of your apartment.
Yeah.
Shadowrun. The glory of
That is the most succinct description of Gable I could have possibly come up with. That is very good.
I'm glad I've never met him.
Fuck you.